Hey, Speaker Joe here, giving you a history of my hometown, Middletown, Connecticut. And right now I'm showing you the YMCA that's right on Main Street right here in town. So we're gonna walk up this street and give you a little more history of Middletown. So join me, won't you? So right there is the Trinity Church. Used to be very prosperous and lots of membership. Now it's not even open. So that proves that after COVID, people had to make a decision. What's important? Apparently they feel like be having a spiritual walk is not important. But so this church has been closed for the last 6-7 years. So that's one of the major historical buildings still left here in Middletown. Even where the Y is, used to be an armory for the military, and now it's got apartments on the second and third floor, and a gymnasium which runs all the way back, and then they have a nursery where they have daycare for young people. So they're doing the damn thing. So that's just another historical building here in my hometown of Middletown, Connecticut. So we're gonna just keep on walking, and we're coming up to the corner of Crescent and Union Street here in Middletown. So right here to your right, as you cross the street from the Trinity Church, this is our park, one of the main parks here in Middletown. It's called the Green is what we call it. This is where they have all the different music festivals and the Pride Parade, and they have they even light up that Christmas tree in December, right before Christmas. So that's the Green. That thing's been around since I was a little kid. It's always been a place that kids could go and have a good time and not be worried that their kids parents were worried that their kids were going to get hurt, because they were always there. And they had this statue. If you look close, in the center of the park. Let me see if I can pull it forward a little bit so you can see the shadow of it at least. There you go. There you go. That's the monument right in the center of the Green. And I used to climb that thing when I was a little boy. My grandmother used to bring me down here to the Green, and I would be the adventurous kid. I'd be climbing up on the statues. Now that gazebo right there, that hasn't been here that long. Neither has that fountain. It doesn't even work. So I don't know why they have it, but it's just a decoration, I would assume. So that's the gazebo, and a lot of homeless people find themselves sleeping under there when the weather gets inclement, as you would say, or bad. So that's one of the monuments here that gets used quite a bit. So we're gonna keep on moving. I'm gonna give you a little history of some of these places that I've either frequented or know about a little bit about. So stay tuned. So we're gonna keep on walking, and we're gonna walk down here. This is Main Street. Got a lot of empty buildings, but we're gonna keep pushing. See, business come and businesses go. New businesses moving every day. Every day. This is the new home of Charles Expert IT. So we're moving into that technology, so they need more room to be able to do those tests and build those, whatever they're building. Mondo. See, anybody been here longer than 5 minutes knows that these houses used to be historical houses, and somebody decided that they were going to take them and remodel them and build real estate buildings in there. See, all these historical houses are now being used for real estate. Coming up on another historical building that has been transformed into something outside of what it originally was created for. So we're walking down Main Street. We're walking. Yes, indeed. We're talking. Just you and me. So if you like this video, please find it in your heart to subscribe to my page, Speaker Joe, on YouTube. This is another church, historical building. It's been here many, many years. And one little bit of history, this street right here that's next to the church used to be a major port for the ships to come into town. This street right here used to be for loading and unloading. So that's a little bit of history for people that don't know what's going on here in Middletown. So that's one of the major churches, a major historical building right here in Middletown. We're gonna keep on moving. Oh, this building that I wanted y'all to see. Yeah, y'all just getting all freaky because I'm just walking and not really looking at what I'm looking, but I'm gonna have fun with this thing. So this next historical place is this armory. Literally an army barracks and a place where I, as a National Guard member, used to come for my basic training and all my weekend meetings that we would have in this building. And this wall, this gate was not here. Now it's a restaurant and a hotel. Very high price hotel at that. A lot of people that come for graduation, they usually come and spend the night here. And it's called the Inn. The Inn at Middletown. How's that? We're gonna keep it moving. We're walking. Yes, sir. Speaker Joe in the place to be. Yes, sir. 2026. Yes, sir. This is another spot that used to be used on a frequent basis. There goes our city cops. So this building right here, I know you can't see it through the trees. I'll try to get to a better spot so I can show it to you. Hold on. See, like I said earlier, things that were historical, they've taken it and now it's outside of what this city was made. Now they call this street Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Way. So when you come to Middletown, look for that sign. It's right here across the street from Zabona Towers. It's a seniors living center, apartments. They have a recreational hall and people hang out on the other side of the building outside and they have little chairs. So that's Zabona Towers. So I'm gonna have y'all wait up because I'm gonna cross.
You can't catch that charge. I'll catch it for you.
It's because when niggas say, oh, have you seen me yet? I've been in the crib, bro. I'm going back to the old me back out.
We're just crossing the street. trying not to put anybody that's on here that doesn't want to be. But yeah, you can look through those trees. That is Sabona Towers. And they're doing a lot of construction, a lot of remodeling. And that's a little park you could sit down and eat your lunch. And it got really messed up because right here used to be a waterfall. And what happened was people were throwing soap detergent into the fountain so it would build up. And one year, there was so much soap and detergent in it, it ran down the fountain, down the sidewalk, into Main Street. People couldn't get out. They couldn't get through it. They could get through it, but who wanted to? And it was like one whole day, it seemed like there was soap coming out of the fountain. So they decided they were going to take it down. And so they tore it down. And what you see here is the remnant of what used to be the fountain right here in front of Sabona Towers. Used to be tables and little kids. There used to be these two big statues that used to be right there. One there and one there. And they took them down when they took the fountain down. Like always, can't keep nothing historical except for these raggedy buildings right here. Like this one, it doesn't even get used, but they got plenty of stuff to say how historical it is. You know, I have feelings about it, but I let them do what they do because they're the city and I'm just me. So you're out here with Speaker Joe, and I'm going to show you some history of my hometown, Middletown, Connecticut. So right now we're walking up to another historical building, as they say. And one thing you're going to find, you can do a treasure hunt and use these signs, because there's certain spots right here in town. Hold on one second, I apologize. So if you come out here, you can look at these things and they'll give you some history about what Middletown was all about. But as I always say, don't believe the hype, because history, there you go, the General Mansfield House. And they're going to tell you his story, not the original story about how they were shipping slaves here and how they were carrying all the goods right up this road. Right that road, right sideways, right next to that church, that road right there was a shipping. They would bring ships in there. But people don't know about that kind of history, because the Bible says that my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And if you're not knowledgeable about your hometown, then something's wrong on you. So here we go. So that's the Mansfield House. I'm going to call you. I'm going to come right back after a little intermission. I got to walk up to the other side of town because there's some places I want to show you.